Good morning, everybody. Today is June 14th, and I'm currently in my folks' house, and um, my room is completely apart, and I have an oversized t shirt. I don't know what else to tell you. That's all that's available here. But, anyways, today, what I want to talk about is how to think fast. How to think fast because a direct report has something to say or has something to tell you. Usually, when this happens, it's not the best news. It's either some squabble with the team, or what else? Or they're upset with something, or they're offended by something, or something to that effect. If someone wants to pull you in to have a quick chat for a minute, it's usually not the best news, or they want something. It happens often to team leaders. It happens, and you have to have the ability to think quickly and think on your feet because you're going to be caught off guard. And this is where a lot of the emotional intelligence comes into play in a manager slash director level role. And to give you an example, the person that most recently did this to me actually yesterday, I was on my way to a meeting. I was leaving the office, and this person asked if they could have a few minutes before I left. And it was regarding really a title, specifically their title, because their roles and their responsibilities they feel did not match the title that they have. And titles, I don't know. I roll my eyes at titles because I feel as though titles are cheap. One of the ways that I excelled in my own personal experience and within a company quickly is by not really caring what the title was. I'm more so focused on doing the job and going above and beyond what I need to do. Also, doing my own responsibilities to the best of my ability and thinking of other people and having the mentality to serve other people, whether it be the people that I worked with, um, my direct supervisors, our clients, so on and so forth. I never really cared what the title was, and I still don't because titles are cheap, in my opinion. But I do understand why certain people care about titles to a level of how to measure compensation. When you have a when you have a business that has a more loose structure, and typically small businesses in this day and age, especially when you're below 20 people or so, have a loose structure. You have structures that kind of flow in and out of each other. I do understand uh, the need for a title, or the thinking of, okay, I need to have some sort of title to truly understand what I'm doing and where I'm going as that individual. So I still think titles are cheap, but I get it. So to bring back the context, this person pulled me aside in a very objective way, and said, "Hey, I want to have a discussion, quick one. I don't really think my title matches my responsibilities." And it was really a recognition. It was really a recognition stance. This person didn't feel like they were being, in my opinion, they didn't feel like they were being recognized for the work that they were doing based on the title of how I introduced them. So that was the big issue. I actually very much appreciate that person coming up to me the way that they did, because it was very objective, it was quick, And rather than letting something just boil over, now I had the chance to address it. So, what did I do? Well, there were other stakeholders involved in deciding what this title was for this person. So, I pretty much said, okay, thank you for coming to me. I recognize this. I don't have the answer for you right now, but I would like to have further discussion. Thought somebody was randomly walking in my house or outside my house. I would like to further have this discussion with all the stakeholders present so we're all on the same page. Sometimes inadvertently, people will try and trap you to make a decision right then and there, and I would definitely recommend against that. You don't really want to make a decision right on the spot. You want to give it time, or you want to clear your head and make sure that that's the right decision, rather than saying, "Oh no, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that." Especially if there's more people involved in trying to clarify and communicate, because as it was, there was more discussion that was needed for this role in this title. One of the things about individuals too is I find the people that earn the title the most are the ones that don't ask for it. They're the ones that just do the work regardless. Those are the ones that get it. And that is how I like to measure it. But I also have to have the understanding, and you guys do too if you're managing a team. Not everybody is going to act the same way. And some people are motivated by different factors than others are. Some people have different levels of ego, meaning they need to have some sort of way to rank themselves and represent themselves rather than just doing the work. And this is motivating for a lot of individuals. Just because I can't relate or I think differently doesn't mean that what this person believed or thinks is bad. It's actually good. It's good to have people that have different opinions and different thoughts about it. So I'm grateful that this person came up to me in the manner that they did. It could have went a lot differently and a lot worse. But overall, I think that I feel very positive about the interaction. I feel like we're going to solve the problem today, and we're going to set expectations and level it accordingly. And it really stems from the first time the person received this news about their title and responsibilities is that the expectations were not clearly laid out. So that part is understandable. I do understand it. So to give you guys value here, you will have to think fast. You will have to know that other people are going to kind of throw things out at you, maybe that you're not expected for. And the thing is to not be expected for anything or everything. It's kind of, yeah, in a way, it's you have to expect the unexpected. So what do you do practically? Listen, acknowledge, and make a time for future discussion. That's the formula. Listen, acknowledge, make a time for future discussion. Listen, like truly listen, good eye contact. Okay, I'm listening, I hear you. Acknowledge, meaning repeat what you think they said back to them in your own words, to make sure that you clearly understand. And then plan another time for you to address the issue if it cannot be addressed right then and there. And I highly recommend just doing that. Like, look, I'm running. It's very simply, hey, thanks for pulling me aside. What I hear from you is that you're having trouble with X, Y, and Z. Can we talk about this, or let's talk about this tomorrow at this time? Or I'm going to call you later to figure out a time where we can talk about it. Very simple, very simple. And that usually does the trick and works really well. So hopefully that helps you guys. Again, any managerial or director level responsibilities, ownership responsibilities, you're going to get things that happen like this all the time. So be ready for them.